My name is Egya, and I am a software engineer at Ngonda High Street. Surprise. And I'm also a co-organizer for Women Who Go London. And today I'm going to talk to you about community and why it matters in the scope of software development. And I'm going to start with that. So nowadays, there is a digital solution for almost anything. Name an issue, and I bet you there's already an app for it, or any form of other digital solution. Or if not, you are probably spotting a new opportunity to start a startup, right? It's because software development is about creation. It's about inventing something. It's about creating unique solution to something. And even coding, as part of software development, is a creative process. For example, you can't just copy and paste everything and expect, oh. In reality, you can copy and paste, and we do, yes, but but you can't expect what you copy and paste would be the solution for the problem that you're having that time. You still have to make your way around it, and it's still not be the solution for your problem. You still have to get the solution from somewhere. It's always unique. That's why even if we make not on the high street B, we can't be copy pasting from not on the high street A. Because why? You can't even copy paste from your code 1 month ago, because we evolve. Today, if I look at my code from last month, I would be like, why? Right? So, yeah. So to come back to there's a digital solution for everything. There is still the bigger dream, the dream of the better world where the air is cleaner, food is healthier, less polluting cars, and less people dying of poverty and hunger. And yes, this still got to do with software development. As a matter of fact, there are work using Go language, bringing modern computing into the lab, operating robots, making recreating experiments that otherwise be lost. So this is not that far off of a future. We are in that era. So I truly believe that to tackle this sort of problem, to come up with innovation, the next wave of technology, of very creative ideas, to serve a broader audience, we need different angle of perspectives. And to achieve that, we need diverse set of minds. So that's what brought me to that. This is supposed to be a simple example of perspective. If any of you remember this day, the red bit there, right? So yeah, the good thing is that not Steam is diverse enough to not mark that as a bug and deploy a fix. Because to be honest, I tried this at home, and my husband said, "Oh, you have a typo." No, it is not a typo, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think we can agree that having different perspectives is good, and to achieve that, we need to improve diversity. So diversity is, according to Cambridge Dictionary, is the fact of many different types of things or people being included in something. I'll say that again. Diversity is the fact of many different types of things or people included in something. It is such a big word. It could mean diversity in age, diversity in gender, diversity in skill set, cultural background, sex orientation. It could be anything. It's every aspect that can shape different ways of thinking. But Because of the time constraint, I'm going to focus on gender today. But some principles can also be applied on the other aspects. It's just example that I'm going to put on this talk. And to go back into the subject, I have bad news and good news about diversity. The bad news is that we are not diverse enough. How do I know? Just look around, right? When you're in a meetup, when you're in a conference, even in online forums, you can see that we are not that diverse. But one of the reasons why I chose to talk about diversity in gender, because it's easier to see on statistics, because the other diversity, we can't always see it in numbers. It's not always recorded. And one of the example also of why diversity is not that great is that last year I was at a Golang UK conference, and there was a talk from Carlisia Campos, and she has the numbers on the number of women in the online forum for Go, because she was the admin on the forum, so she can kind of see how many female, how many male, and there were only 5% of women in that forum, and that's worldwide. And I also have numbers here. This is within the UK. On the fourth line, you can see programmers and software development professionals. In total, within the UK, 2016, there are 308,000, but only 44,000 of them are women. That makes almost 15%. But this is already a good number, because from the year before, it was 11%. So this is improving slowly improving, which is some works in the community is actually have an impact. So that also brought me to what I said before. I also have good news about diversity, and that is that the community has noticed it, and there are groups within the community to improve this number. And I am here today not to moan, but to be proactive. And because I think we can help raise this number. If everyone give a little of their time and willing to share a bit, we can really help this. Because there's also local communities here in London where you can just step in and help. You don't have to be a guru to share your knowledge. The key is on the sentence. It's your knowledge. It's something that you have experienced before, that you've been there before, and you share that with people who's on your step, and spare them from the pain of going through Stack Overflow and getting the pile of errors. And if you don't have the answer, or that what they trying to find out, you can find it together and you'll find a new friend. So there's that. And these are the local communities that we have here in London, some of them. There's Women Who Go. It was founded by Sarah Adams in San Francisco in May 2015. And then Sue Spence started the London chapter in September 2015. And she stepped down for personal reasons. And then Jimena joined early 2016, and I joined about November last year. As the name suggests, it promotes gender diversity in technology. We run study nights and trainings, but it's specialized in Go. And Code Bar is another local community in London. They run regular trainings, regular workshops. They're actively looking for coaches. They're concentrating on HTML, JavaScript, Java, Python. And GoBridge is another very nice community. And it's not focusing on only gender, but underrepresented groups in general. They provide modules and teacher trainings to those who have the time to actually have the time and the means to run a workshop. You can raise an issue on their GitHub page. And many, many more local communities in London. So if you have the time and you are willing to share your knowledge, these are the places you can go. There's also Rails Goals, I think, and we have some people in the building that can help you get into the community. And I'm going to share a little bit of my personal experience. So I'm going to confess. I wasn't always into community. There's a reason why I chose a career being in front of a machine for at least 8 hours a day, right? I'm just not a people person. But it was until last year when I started studying Go, well, trying to learn Go. It's because the team I was working on has a consensus to try on this new Go language. I had a book, which I nicked from Paul. but I was struggling. I was struggling to learn it. Given my background, if you don't know, I started programming with JSP, and then PHP, and then Ruby. And to pick up Go was a little bit hard for me. So the first thing I did was look up for a Go meetup group in London that I can join in, and there were many. The very specific one was just Women Who Go. So I joined it, and I had to wait like 2 months for them to actually come up with an event. And that first event where I came was a training by Bill Kennedy of Arden Labs. You can look it up in Google and check out how much would it cost you to have a ultimate Go training with Bill Kennedy. It's awesome. If you're into Go, you should try it. But what I remember from the 2 days that I learned with Bill is, if only I have this kind of access, this kind of resources when I just started, it would be a lot easier for me. So that's what I did. After the training, I went to Bill because he's one of the founders of GoBridge as well. I went to Bill and asked if I can help to do the workshop. And he said, yeah, I'm happy that people want to help. And we set up a Google Hangout for half an hour. Now, I didn't realize it until I joined Women Who Go, that when someone actually stepped up and asked, can I help? It's so overwhelming because it's very hard to find people. Sometimes you're running something and you wish you have more people, but you don't know where to find them. And when someone actually steps up and say, what can I do to help? It's precious. So yeah, I did have that hangout. And Bill pointed out to the London person of GoBridge, which would guide me to set up this workshop. Now, I knew nothing. I was like Jon Snow, right? I don't know a single thing about hosting an event. I've just learned the language. I don't have access to sponsors. All I have in mind is that the target audience that I want to target. I want people that just started learning something, learn a language, to have this access. And the support from the community was amazing. I spoke to Jimena and from Women Who Go. At that time, I wasn't in Women Who Go. I asked, how do I run this? Can you give me tips? I don't know where to start. And basically, on the second meeting, she's basically saying, you know what? Just make this Go Bridge and Women Who Go. And we use all the sponsors from Women Who Go, and Women Who Go helps communicate it out. We have the materials from Go Bridge, and Nick was helping with teaching. Thank you. And 4 months later, I was running a 3 consecutive Saturday introduction to Go workshop. And it was hard work. It feels like I have a second job. I didn't sleep well. like so many things that can go wrong. As a matter of fact, the week before the first workshop day, one of our sponsors backed out. So there's a lot of drama in there. But again, we shout on Twitter saying, "Oh, hi, we lost a sponsor," and within half an hour, we got another one. It's the community is extremely supporting. So the message that I'm trying to deliver here is that there's a lot of things that you can gain from being involved, because helping other people is like perpetual motion. You help them, they feel great, you feel great, and they learn something, but without you realizing, you actually learn just as much. And you get to meet a lot of awesome people. You get to learn more, because there's always someone there in the community that has more knowledge than you. And sharing is caring. And also the other message that I want to share here is that if I can do it, you can do it. I was Jon Snow. So this is how you can help. You can be a coach. You can be a teacher assistant on trainings. You can be Mensa. It doesn't always have to be technical skill. It can be soft skill, leadership skill, anything. You can help organizing a workshop, a meetup, a training. Just find your local community that shares your passion and step up, ask how you can help. You can write modules, exercises, and lend it out to the communities because they need it. I know we need it from Women Who Go. Share your knowledge. And the other thing that you can do is probably make online community more inclusive. For example, Stack Overflow. Do you use Stack Overflow? Have you benefit something from Stack Overflow? Yeah. Have you tried to give answer on some of the questions under Stack Overflow? Yeah. How many? How many of you? Okay. There's still room for more. Well, I found that Stack Overflow is actually a very good source to learn as well. If you find a tag of the language that you're working on and subscribe to the newsletter, so every question, new questions tagged with that language will come to your inbox. You can start to try to answer one of the questions and try to be kind and to be empathical. And remember that you were on there before, you were on their situation before. And if you don't know the answer, you can wait for the answer to come up and then you learn something new. So that's about Stack Overflow. And as a recap, it's a long one. Software development is a creative process. And remember that it's very natural that the end products would be very biased by the creator's perspective of the world and society. That's why diversity and inclusivity is crucial to solve the problem in broader society. And there's a lot of local communities out there that foster diversity in technology, and you can be involved. That's it. Questions? No?
Amazing talk, thank you. I think everybody should help. When do we start?
Now. Open the Stack Overflow and look up, Google it, try to find the local community that you think you want to share your knowledge to. That would be the 3rd week of March. It would be in at Pusher office in Shoreditch. It would be a study night on readers and writers in Go. And the modules came from Martin Gigan, which is from University of Leipzig. I met him at Go Lab last month. He works in the library, and he come up with 35 exercises about readers and writers in Go. And that's what we're going to do on the next meetup. Yeah, it's for women. Yes, there's that catch with Women Who Go. It's for them to who identify themselves as women.
Your experience, where's the skill mix with lenses? Because a few years ago, I did a lot of this in Northern England, and it was very much senior, more experienced people teaching more juniors. And I actually thought that you could mix that up with that, the juniors could actually teach seniors from time to time. Is the skill level kind of university-wide experienced, or is it very mixed?
So I'm going to be honest with you, with Women Who Go, we are actually just about to send out a survey to our members. We have 150 members registered, but only about 50 of them are active. We want to see their level and how they want to progress, because the original idea is we want to have fresh blood at the end of the year, which is the last workshop, and we want to move with this group throughout the years, get more training up and follow their levels. But there are talks about mixing it with the advanced topic, but it's not settled yet. We need to get the survey out first. But to answer your question, without realizing, you would be learning from the juniors, because when you actually sit one-to-one, when you pair helping them finding the solution, there are questions that you didn't think was there before. That's the side of the soft skill that you learn as well. Well, for me, it was setting up Git in Windows. Yeah. So far, I remember the last one was my first workshop. So that's how much I can share for now. Anything else?
So if you wanted to get involved, what sort of time commitment do you need to make? Because obviously you don't want to sort of go, yeah, I want to get involved and do one event and then drop out. So what's kind of a realistic time commitment that you would need to make in terms of, you appreciate it's a long way, but giving back to the community where there's some consistency.
How much time?
Yeah, so would you need to sort of make a commitment and say, I'm going to do 3 or 4 of these, which is 2 or 3 hours of time?
No, I think it's very much up to you. If you have the time to actually physically come to the meetup, usually the meetup taking time about 7 to 9-ish in the evening, or if it's a workshop or training, it's going to be about half a day on Saturdays. Or if you can't be there physically, you can help with the modules. You can help with everything else. I think it depends on the community that you're into and how much you can get. Because on the last workshop, one of our TA can't make one day, and there are others that can step in for just one day. So there's no definite answer for that. Sorry.
I think you can just set everyone there. Guilty confession, I did once when we hosted it here, so that's a guilty part. But I didn't feel I was kind of breaking any responsibility by doing it. We had a guilty confession that evening. And it wasn't my that person needed me to be there as a way to act on those. My skills to be available about something that what I call my skills were.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Right. Thank you.